Hey guys, for today's video we are going to be doing a heatless curls one. It's been a while since I have done a heatless robe curls video and I'm excited. So let's get into it. So I thought it'd be fun to test. Do you really need to go out and buy a hair curler like this, like the ones you see on Amazon and like all the people on TikTok and Instagram showing? Or can you just use this? Which one gives you the better curls? Which one's less frizzy? Which one's more comfortable to sleep in? How long do the curls last for each? We're gonna find out tomorrow. I tried to find two pieces that were like kind of comparable. So the thickness here I think is pretty spot on. This is a really just fuzzy, warm robe tie from my robe. And then this is a hair curler from, I'm not sure. I'll link it though. I'm just gonna part my hair down the middle, do the robe tie on one side. I guess I'm just gonna let the other like half of this just hang down because I'm not cutting my robe tie. And then same with this, just have this all funky in the back, whatever. What I'm just gonna do is part my hair right down the middle. So I know I said part my hair down the middle, but I'm actually gonna do a zigzag part because I find it helps get the curls in the back a little more than just parting it straight down the middle. I'm just gonna take my robe tie, put it right down the center, and I'm just gonna tie off the section that I'm not using. So I go in with a hair oil. I've used this one forever. This is from ROBE. It's ghost oil. If you have really, fine hair and things like oil weigh your hair down, then this is really gonna be a nice oil for you. This is gonna add shine. It's gonna help with our frizzies and keep our hair nice and hydrated. So I do also like to just spritz my hair with a little bit of water. This is like a 99-cent spray bottle from Walmart. And I don't like to get it wet because I find if you get your hair too wet, it's gonna kink and it's just certain parts won't dry all the way and it just doesn't look right the next day. So just a mist of water is what I like to say. All right, so you're gonna grab a section of hair on each side of the robe tie. You can start with your back or your front. I always go front to back. So I'm gonna take my front section, I'm gonna cross it over that robe tie, under that robe tie, back in my same hand. We are not alternating. This is not a French braid. We're literally wrapping the sections of hair around the robe tie. That's it. Same hand holds the same section of hair all the way down. Same thing with my back section. I'm gonna cross it over the robe tie, under the robe tie, back in my hand. Now I'm gonna cross my strands pretty tight because I want these to be pretty tight curls because my hair, it doesn't hold curls well. So the tighter they are, the longer it's gonna take for them to loosen up throughout the day. Now I'm just gonna pick up a section of hair right next to that front section. I'm just gonna add it in, cross it over the robe tie, under the robe tie, back in my same hand. Pick up a section of hair in the back, add it in, cross it over the robe tie, under the robe tie. Now when you're doing these curls, make sure your hands are like not all the way out here. Keep them down to your side. That way your twist, your wrap that you're doing is not like droopy. So again, just pick up a section next to the front section, add it in, cross it over and under, back in the same hand. Add in a section of hair to the back, just kind of smooth it out, cross it over and under. Add in a section of hair to the front. I just kind of smooth it out, cross it over and under, back in the same hand. And we just keep doing this. Now I try to make sure I have all of my hair added in by the time I reach the bottom of my ear. Again, otherwise it gets like droopy. So pick up a section of hair next to the back section, smooth it out, cross it over, under, back in the same hand. Add in a section of hair to the front, smooth it out, cross it over and under, back in the same hand. Add in a section of hair to the back, cross it over and under, back in the same hand. This is my last section. Add in a section of hair to your inside section, cross it over and under, back in the same hand. And we literally do this all the way down. So now we're not adding in any hair, so I'm just taking my sections, crossing it over and under. Front section, over, under. Back in the same hand. Back section, over, under, back in the same hand. Front section, over, under, back in the same hand. And you can see the pattern that we have going on here. I'm just doing this all the way down. So then I like to take a silk scrunchie and just wrap it around the ends. I think what I'm gonna have to do is like kind of tie these. Now I'm literally just gonna repeat the exact same steps I did on this side, on this side. So both are wrapped up. Here's what they look like. I can't take myself seriously with this jutting out of my head, but here's what they look like. So I will show you this side first and then this side next. I'm actually gonna redo this side. So I had this a little bit too close to my head. This one, it was a little bit further back from my head, and you can tell a difference when I try to like wrap it around. We're just gonna redo it. It would have drove me nuts all night. So here's what this side looks like now. Let me show you guys my awful zigzag part in the back real quick. And now I will see you guys in the morning. All right, it is the next morning. I slept fantastic. No issue on either side. I'm a side sleeper. Super comfy on either side. Only thing that annoyed me was this thing right here, which you wouldn't have that issue because you would have it draped across the other side. So I didn't point this out before, but as you can see on the robe side, it kind of scrunches in a little bit more because of the material, more so than this side. So you can anticipate curlier hair with the robe tie versus this, how it just kind of, it doesn't sink in as much as the robe, if that makes any sense. So we are gonna take these out and see if there's any difference. Now, obviously, if you don't want your curls super tight, don't wrap them tight. I wrapped mine decently tight. So we're gonna start with the right side. It's easy to come off, it just, you know, comes right out. If you're worried about frizziness, maybe you toss and turn all night, put a hair cap on, wrap it up in a scarf, a shirt, whatever you got. So here's this side, super pretty. You can see how just like bouncy the curls are. Beautiful. Now let's do this side. And I'm not gonna brush through my curls right away. I'm gonna let you guys see the difference before I brush through them. I'm looking at my robe tie and then this hair curler. Hair did not get stuck in either one of them. So that's a thumbs up. Here's what we are looking at. I can see there's a little bit more volume with the robe tie side versus this side. The curls are maybe a little bit curlier on this side versus this side, but both are still very beautiful. All right, so I'm just using my Tangle Teezer tried and true brush. I'm just gonna gently brush through them a little bit, not too much. Okay, so again, robe tie side, hair curler side. So you guys be the judge. Which one do you like better? So I'm gonna show you guys a close-up and then I'll check back in tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna just go about my day. I'll check back in tonight. Okay, it is nearing the end of the day, so I'm just gonna show you guys real quick before we lose daylight what my curls look like. So this was the robe tie, this was the hair curler. So you can see hair curler is a lot looser. It's been like, I don't know, probably 10 hours or so. And this is the robe tie side. So curls are still pretty well intact. So final thoughts, I would say the robe tie works a little bit better than the hair curler. Robe tie, I have to go with that as my #1 choice because it is free. It does not cost you a single dime. With a curler, you can probably expect to spend anywhere between $10 and $30. Usually you get hair ties with it and like a clip, but you will be spending money to get it. When a robe tie, it does the exact same thing. So it's personal preference what you like, but both work well. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye.